All right, Shalom Yasharala. Before we get started, we gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, the teaching ever well, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. We're back with another video, another lesson. All right, and Lord Williams, listen is edifying. All right, to you brothers and you few sisters out there. Titles of this is going to be a response. Jacob's trouble has nothing to do with us. We are free. And when we respond to this video I got off TikTok from this woman. All right, another, a woman who doesn't know what's going on. Her name is Zion J. Israel, as you see. All right. And I got her page pulled up. If you want to go to it, her TikTok page. And she made this video, all right, saying that Jacob's trouble has nothing to do with us. We are free. All right, and this video like 8 minutes long. Honestly, I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I will play some of it, maybe like a couple minutes. Get some scriptures and bring some edification out. Because Jacob's trouble has to do with a lot of people. Just because you're gonna hear in the video, she try to make these when she makes these statements, and saying that Jacob's trouble has nothing to do with those who are keeping the commandments, which just because you keep the commandments doesn't mean you're righteous in the eyes of the Lord. All right. It tells us in Isaiah, which we'll get, Lord willing, that our righteousness is as filthy rags, But let's play it, all right. And Lord, will you be edified?
Shalom, family. Look, it is Jacob's trouble, but it's the wicked Jacob's trouble. The 2/3 who are still under the curse, who are still holding hands with Massa. This is their trouble. So this is why they want to include us in it. They want us to suffer with them. We're not suffering with them. We're in our blessings. We are not keeping these commandments to be cursed, to be under the influence of witchcraft, to be under the influence and dominated by demons. This is what make them cursed and still under the curses in Deuteronomy 28. Because they're partaking and they're still sitting at Massa's table. While Massa is going down, while the ship is sinking. So that has nothing to do with us. And their job is to try to convince those of us who are understanding, who know that we're in the blessings, who are in a higher vibration, because we know and we're proclaiming that Jacob is at the top and Esau is at the bottom. These are the black Esau's.
I'm going to stop it right there, man. All right. We'll get some more. But as you heard, she's of the opinion that if you keeping the commandments, you're not, she said a lot. We're in the blessings. If you're keeping the commandments, you're not under the curse. Well, we're still under the curses. Let's start with that Isaiah first, 64. I think it's, yeah. It says, Isaiah 64:6, but we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags, and we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities like the wind have taken us away. So just because you keep the curses, slip of the tongue, Salakia. Just because you keep the commandments doesn't make you righteous. Now, should you keep the commandments? Yes. Because you keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability? Yes, you should. And we all should. All right? That's good judges. Because we can't keep the laws 100%. Judges 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers and the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Shai, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. All right. So we're rehearsing the righteous acts. We keep the Sabbath. We keep the Passover, and different high holy days to the best of our ability, of course. We don't commit adultery, we don't murder, we don't lie to our brothers and sisters. You know, we don't, bear false witness on people. We try to tell the truth. We try to keep the commandments to the best of our ability. There are commandments we can't keep. That's why we have grace. That's why we have mercy. But just because you keep the commandments doesn't make you righteous in the eyes of the Lord, man. And you're still under the curses. You're not in no blessings. What blessings are you in? All right, the blessings will happen in the kingdom of heaven. Is that Deuteronomy 22? Let me see. No more curse, because the curses are still on us till this day. You still going to work. You still paying bills. You still under the curses. Let's see if we can find that. Yeah, Revelation 22:3. It says, I'll start at 2. In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of the Most High and of the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him. And they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their foreheads. All right. So when Yahushua, when we get in the kingdom, there'll be no more curses. But until then, we're still under the curses. We're not in no blessings. What blessings are you in? Let's get the blessings, actually. Deuteronomy 28. These are the blessings. 1 through 14 are the blessings. All right. Let's read let's read one of them. Deuteronomy 28:13. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail. If we kept the laws, statutes, and the commandments, we would be at the head. We would not be on the bottom. We would be the head of everything. It says, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy power, which I commanded thee this day to observe and to do them. You see, obviously we're not at the head. We're not in rulership. We're at the tail. We got to go to Esau for all things. That's one of the curses. If I can find it, one of all things. All right. Deuteronomy 28:48. It says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. You see? So we're still under the curses. We're not, just because you keep the commandments, don't make you exempt from being, being judged. You're not and you don't have any blessings. All right. Let's replay it again. Let's go back a little bit. Oh man, it's muted. Salakia. Give me 1 second. All right.
They're partaking and they're still sitting at Massa's table. While Massa is going down, while the ship is sinking. So that has nothing to do with us. And their job is to try to convince those of us who are understanding, who know that we're in the blessings, who are in a higher vibration, because we know and we're proclaiming that Jacob is at the top and Esau is at the bottom. These are the black Esau's who are operating in the spirit of Esau with the wicked and the rest of the nations. They're not of the light. They're of the dark. Okay. This is why the scriptures say all of Israel is not Israel. Because all of Israel is not Israel. They're mingled amongst us, and they want us to think that it's our trouble while we're keeping the commandments. How in the hell you're gonna be keeping the commandments now that we woke up, we've awakened, and we found out who we are, because the Most High woke us up? So you telling me the Most High woke us up to put us back in slavery, back to sleep, back in captivity? I don't think so.
You know, and they think that the curses, you know, people try to equate Jacob's trouble to, we already been through trouble. No, you've been through the curses, which is curses are still on you, but Jacob's trouble is like a time no other, right? Let's get Daniel 12:1. This Daniel 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. You see? So it's gonna be like a Jacob's trouble is gonna be like a time no other. You know, now was this, you know, the curses, yeah, we went through slavery, but that was a punishment, you know, that we went through, which we're still going through to this day. All right. But Jacob's trouble is going to surpass all of that. You know, Jacob's trouble is is gonna be a different time, man. You know, persecution. Right? Let's get 2 Timothy 3 and verse 10. It says, but thou hast fully known my doctrine. Now this is Apostle Paul writing to Timothy. All right. This is 2 Timothy 3 and 10 again. But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long suffering, charity, patience, persecutions, afflictions, which came unto me at Antioch, at Iconium, all right, at Lystra. What persecutions I endured, but out of them all the Lord delivered me. Yeah, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushai shall suffer what? Shall suffer persecution. So if you say, you know, if you live, you know, if you believe in this, you know, if you call yourself a Hebrew Israelite, you're going to suffer persecution, man. You're going to go, you know, and Esau going to come down there and throw you in a FEMA camp, or how's you done with robot dogs, or put you under a guillotine, go get your head chopped off. Yeah, you're going to go through persecution. You're going to go through affliction, right? Let's get Ecclesiasticus 2 and 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. See, it says, let's read that again. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, if you're going to come to serve the Lord, right? Prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. Brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You see, so if you're going to come serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation, man. All right? Meaning what? You're going to be tried, you know? You're going to be persecuted, right? Let's get Revelation 2 and 10. You know, so I don't know what this lady is talking about. Revelation, she's confused her damn self. She don't know what she's talking about. Black Esau's. Like what? Now is there dark skin, you know, is there, you know, people out there who are, you gonna have the tares, because there are tares among us who look like us, but they're actually, they go back to Esau. But those who are actual Israelites, they just operate in the spirit of Esau. They have that spirit on them, right? It says, Revelation 2 and 10, fear, which is the 2/3. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. See that? Let's read that again. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. You're going to suffer. All right? You're going to be, you know, you're going to be hated. All right? You're going to go through tribulation. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Right? Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. You see, and the devil is who? Esau, Edom, so-called white man, starting with your top, banking the least. You know, they're going to throw you in a prison. They're going to throw you in a FEMA camp. You know? All right? You're going to suffer. So this lady is, I don't know what she's speaking about, talking about. You know? That's why we say a lot of women just need to be quiet. You know, you don't need to teach anything. Okay? And yes, we're going to go through Jacob's trouble. If you think you ain't, well, hey, I got some bad news for you. You are. You know?
So y'all can keep that. You're the slaves. You're the slaves because you serve Satan. So then you're marked by Satan. And that has nothing to do with us. We're sealed by the Most High. And you guys know that. So stop trying to convince people that it's our trouble. We see the power of the Most High. We feel the joy and the peace of the Most High. We're moving in our power, our authority, with our gifts, and we're operating with the holy angels to take down our enemies. That's what you don't want us to do, because you're the ones that's hiding amongst our people to oppress us. You're the ones that's trying to convince our people to trust in someone's arm. You want us to trust in man, because you guys been running things all this time. So you feel like, hey, you want to control the narrative of the information that's being put out here, so you can control our thoughts, our brains, and get us in a low vibration, get us in a fearful state, because you're scared. And you should be scared. Y'all been working against us all this time.
No, you should be scared. But, you know, if you want to go to her page, you can. You know, that's her TikTok page, and this woman is bugged out, man. You know, bugged out, don't know what's going on. You know, and you gonna go through. We all gonna be in Jacob's trouble. You know, but the Lord's gonna save His elect. They're gonna be, you know, kept safe during that time. But man, let's get I want to get this in Baruch. You know, because she said about keeping the commandments and stuff like that. Baruch 4, is it 4? Let me see. Payments. All right. Yeah. This is Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8, and it says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, which where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. You see that? So yeah, you're still under the curses. If you still paying bills, all right, you still got a car note, you still got a excuse me, rent to pay, a phone bill, you know, gas, water, electric. You know, you're not in the blessing. Because in the blessings, we wouldn't do anything. You know, we won't have to pay bills. We'll be at the top. All right, instead of, you know, being at the bottom. But we're not at the top. We're not in the blessings. You see, even Yahweh Shah told his men they will go through tribulation. John 16. All right, so how much more today? 32. But he said, behold, the hour cometh. Yeah. I started 31. Yahweh Shah answered them, do you now believe? Behold, the hour cometh. Yeah, is now come, that ye shall be scattered, every man to his own, and shall leave me alone. And yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me. These things have I spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. Excuse me. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. So this was Yahweh Shah who told his disciples, hey, you gonna go through it. You know, just like I did. Matter of fact, you go a chapter behind, John 15 and John 15 and 18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world will love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his master, Salakia. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. You see, so yeah, you're gonna go through Jacob's trouble. You know, stop. You keep trying to, you Jakes out there, you know. Even the elder did a recent video on this Jake who was trying to you know, saying that there's no Jacob's trouble. You know, a lot of y'all, I think y'all, you know, that's a false doctrine that's out there, a false narrative. Persecuted or persecute. Let's get persecute. it's the same word. But let's go back to John 16. Let's get that word tribulation. You know, a lot of you Jakes, you know, you don't even know what's going on. You know, you just talking to talk, especially you women. Tribulation is thalipsis. It says a pressing together, pressure, metaphor, oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, straits. You know, it says in a strong definition, anguish, burden, persecution, tribulation, trouble. So you're gonna go through trouble. Jacob's trouble. All right, Jeremiah 30. You know, and 7 it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And it's not talking about the curses. All right, it's talking about the you gotta go to, let's go to Matthew. All right, this is Matthew 24. All right, perilous times is the title. Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So there will be a Jacob's trouble. And it's talking about the end days. All right, you under the curses is not Jacob's trouble. You know, were we in trouble? Are we in trouble now? Yeah. But Jacob's trouble is going to be a whole different ball game. You know, and you keeping the commandments is not going to save you either. All right, let's get Ephesians 2 and 8. It says, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and not that of yourselves. It is the gift of the Most High, not of works, lest any man should boast. So it's not of works. It's not of keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, that's not going to save you. That's not going to make you right with the Lord. Matter of fact, let's get what's that, Galatians? Is it 5? It's already an NLT version. It says, so Yahushua has truly set us free. Now make sure that you stay free and don't get tied up again in slavery to the law. Listen, I, Paul, tell you this. If you are counting, right, on circumcision to make you right with the Most High, then Yahushua will be of no benefit to you. I'll say it again. If you are trying to find favor with the Most High by being circumcised, you must obey every regulation in the whole law of Moses. For if you are trying to make yourselves right with the Most High by keeping the law, you have been cut off from Yahweh Hamashiach. You have fallen away from the Most High's grace. You see, so you trying to keep the whole law and make yourself righteous with the law. You gonna be judged by the law. You know, and Yahushua is no profit to you. You know, because Yahushua came to die for the nation of Israel because we couldn't keep the whole law perfectly. We kept going off. You know, we kept sinning. You see? But, hey, Jacob's trouble has nothing to do with us. We are free. And you are free. You still a slave. Like we just read in Baruch 4, Baruch 3, you still subject to payments. You still paying car note, bills, your phone bill. You know? You're not free from anything. So you're going to go through it with the rest of us. But the elect, they'll be kept safe. We'll be in the midst of Jacob's trouble. We're going to see people dying, you know, getting their heads dying in the streets, a famine, you know, plagues. We're going to see all of that. You know, people, you know, race wars and stuff like that. That's all coming, man. You know, and then the mark of the beast, you exempt from that too. You know, so Lord willing, hopefully, you know, Lord willing, this was edifying to you, you know, brothers and sisters out there. All right, this bugged out woman is crazy, man. You know, with that, I don't even know what that is in the middle of her forehead, but that's a lot of Jakes. You know, they don't know what's going on. You know, and that's why, you know, starting with our apostles, you know, and you know, elders went down. That's why they say you women just need to be quiet because you don't know what's going on with them. You know, you got locks in your head. You know. But Lord's will was edified. I ain't want to make this, you know, too long. All right. We're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. And double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord's will was edified. Till next video, I'm going to say, Shalom.